Hello, my name's Matt and welcome to the first episode of the new SecretSquirrel Airsoft community. Today I will be talking about what is Airsoft and how do I play Airsoft. Well, Airsoft is a sport originated in Japan after gun laws prohibited the Japanese people owning their guns and walking around on their own land and shooting for sport, not at each other but at birds obviously. Now, airsoft guns were originally made by a company called Tokyo Marui, a large firm now which make high-end airsoft guns. We're now going to just talk about the different types of airsoft guns and what actually is airsoft. Now, you've got three types of airsoft gun. You have the spring-powered, high-velocity guns, known as just springers if you go for the cheaper option, which include examples such as this Dragunov assault rifle. This particular example uses just a single spring action located here, charged back, fires at approximately 500 feet per second. I'll get on to what feet per second means in a minute. Your second example is the gas-powered pistol, or any airsoft gun which is powered by gas. You now have rifles as well, such as this WE 1911 military version. It uses gas power located in the magazine to continuously slide the magazine, the bullets up to the magazine, through the magazine, into the chamber. Each time you pull the trigger, the slides go backwards, then forwards, and chambers a new round. Just to show I have not got the magazine in. Your third and most popular example is known as the AEG. If you get into Airsoft, then I'll explain more of that later. This is your AEG, or an example of an AEG. An AEG stands for an automatic electric gun, such as this Sten Mark II, produced this time by AGM, or under license from British Small Arms, or BSA. Now, airsoft guns require, like I said, three forms of power: either a gas, a big high tension spring, or a battery to operate. Now, if we start off with the sniper rifle I showed you earlier, most sniper rifles tend to come in the spring format because of their high velocity, and means you don't have a battery issue. This particular example, as mentioned earlier, is the A&K Dragunov sniper rifle. You can buy a real sword electric version, but this particular example is the spring. It uses high-powered, large recoil spring, as demonstrated there, which is actually the charging handle on the real gun. And when fired, there is no magazine in this. And when fired, fires your BB pellet at approximately 500 feet per second. Feet per second is a velocity, it's a rating of how far something travels. FPS is what it's abbreviated to, and most guns in the UK for an automatic electric gun are limited to 350 feet per second in a woodland environment and 330 feet per second in a CQB environment, CQB being close quarter battle. Now, in the woodland at our particular site located in the UK, the limit for a spring-powered single shot, meaning one pull of the trigger is one round, is 500 feet per second, enough to give you about 80 meters range. Again, demonstrating the spring power. Now, many people will start off airsoft thinking that they can own the field because they've played games like Call of Duty. Now, I myself play Call of Duty competitively. I'm not knocking down Call of Duty. I think it's great fun, especially when you play with a good team of mates, but it's nothing like real life. You don't have kill streaks, you can't camp, you don't have perks. Your adrenaline, your body feels completely different, and to be honest, it's great fun. Now, when you start off, I will create a new video recommending what you start with, but I recommend you stay away from snipers. I know you may be brilliant at what you would call quick scoping, but that's nothing like what would happen on the airsoft field. Okay, just to get that point out. And yeah, again, I will go through all these in a smaller detail later on. Then you've got your here gas-powered pistol. You can also have the gas-powered rifle, as mentioned earlier, which uses a propellant such as green gas. You also have 13A gas, summer gas, thunder gas, whatever gas the gun takes. Make sure you use the gas correctly. I will again create a new video explaining how gas guns work, how to look after them, examples of gas guns, the do's and don'ts, why I should have one, what are the cons to having one, and all those general bits of useful information. And then you've got your most popular gun, the AEG, the automatic electric gun, as mentioned earlier. This particular model, Sten Mark II, fires at 335 feet per second, which again is the velocity of the BB coming out. Now, on automatic electric guns, I've brought down an example of the Sten's 50 round magazine. 50 rounds meaning the number of BBs you can put inside using a speed loader inside one of these full metal magazines. They are then, once you have your rifle, they are then loaded into the gun, where a pull of the trigger, the battery and the magazine is empty, so that won't happen, will fire and the BBs will travel at 330 feet per second towards your opponent. Just going to eject the magazine. And now onto the Airsoft team ourselves. We are a relatively new Airsoft team. We contribute, well, we're formed of about 12 members, and we play at mainly Elite Action Games Dorking. You can Google that and you'll come up with a very fantastic site run by two very kind gentlemen. And I personally prefer the Second World War guns. I will go through a whole kit review of what I wear. I've got British, American, bit of Russian gear, and I'll show you some German as well, and we can just have a look on the World War II front. It's a lot more realistic in my eyes and it's a lot more fun, but again that's down to personal preference, and as modelled here I do modern airsoft occasionally. Our team consists of myself as the co-founder, along with Tom Skilton, who posted up the first video on his World War II American airborne gear. Check out that video if you haven't done already. And another person called Ben Pilbeam, who lives in the States. He gives us up-to-date information from the States Airsoft. I will create a video comparing America and UK's Airsoft. We've got a ton of different laws, different playing styles, etc. What's available in the UK to you UK Airsofters, and what's available to the US Airsofters as well. And then we have Jack Riley, who is a friend of mine, and he's new to Airsoft, and he'll give the sort of the new person's perspective of Airsoft. I've been playing Airsoft for around 3 years. Tom's been playing nearer 5, along with Ben, and we've all thoroughly enjoyed it, and we want to share our love of the sport and spread it around and just get the facts right and distinguish between the myths and the facts, and just show you what a great fun sport this can be. And so from all of us here at TeamSecretSquirrel Airsoft, we would ask if you could please subscribe, comment and rate the videos, and recommend anything you want us to show you, and we'll come back to you. Thank you very much for watching this video. Bye bye. Testing microphone, 1 2, check, microphone check. Opening box lid. Check. Boo. Bleh.